I'd like to give you a little tour of my Wabeco CF-1210 high-speed CNC milling machine, which is for sale. So I'll take you through it. First off, from a distance, you see that this is a Wabeco coolant enclosure brought in from Germany, and it opens just fine. So you can grab the door here, open it up, and since my sander hits the door, I'm just going to remove the door for the moment, open it all the way. So here's the milling machine. We'll just take a look at it. Up here's the manual speed control, and it goes in both directions. Here's the emergency e-stop button. Okay, and coming down the spindle, this spindle is a Morse taper 2 collet. Alright, so included in it is some tooling, which I'll go over. So you can set it higher or lower anywhere you want using the handle, and then secure it for your CNC operations, which makes it really easy to do a zero setting. Inside the enclosure, you'll see there is a coolant pump and coolant hose. This works really well. It's wired up separately to its own power switch, which is included. So now it's on, you hear it. I'll go ahead and turn it off. And there's a basin that holds probably about 5 gallons of coolant underneath. So when you spray it onto your work, it goes into the table, and then it goes down the drain hole. And you can, if you want, you can even put a little tube there just to feed it over, and then it will go underneath. And you can lift this whole tray up to see how much coolant is underneath it. So the bed is the big one. I think it's like, I don't know, 6 inches by 17 inches. You have the whole distance. There are limit switches on all 3 axes, and there is no tool changer. It's a manual tool change. However, to make that easy, I'm including some tooling. So here's what you will get: 2 extra Morse taper 2 ISCAR tool holders, and they look like this basically. So you can take whatever end mill you're using, put it in one of these collets, which are called ER25 collets, insert it into the tool holder, and use this wrench to tighten it up inside of the spindle column. So the drawbar is accessible through the top using a hex key. So the DRO is a Sargon Mill Pro, and it has 3 sides on it, 3 glass scales, and they are all working. So they're just connected, kind of difficult to see, but take a look down here. There's one, for example, and then here's one on the Z-axis too. So stepping back a little bit, let's take a little bigger look at the tools. I'm including this complete hold down kit from Tico, and every part is there. I'm also including some additional tooling. These guys, I forget who I bought them from. They're pretty darn expensive, but they allow you to hold down a piece of work by pressing it down from the side. So there are 8 of them, and there are T-nuts and screws to go with it, a number more collets, and then here is the hex key for the drawbar. This is a laser edge finder, which I'm including, so you can put this in your spindle. This is a really fast way to find the center of your work. It's not as precise as using an edge detector, but it works really well. I'm also including in this some wavy parallels. And let's see, what else? Oh, so the CNC Control System. Okay, it consists of the flash cut generator box, which is right here, and then the flash cut signal generator. That's connected by serial port, or in this case I'm using a USB to serial to USB converter. And then this is flash cut. So it's a flash cut system. You could change it over to Mach 2, Mach 3 if you wanted. I think you can still use a flash cut box with that. Or you could use Gecko drives, whatever. The computer is now included in the sale if you want it. If not, I'll take off $200. It has a problem saying it doesn't have a genuine Windows copy, but I know it does. So you have to click through all this crap every time you boot it up. I guess we're all used to that. The user guides are included, so we have one for the Sargon Mill Pro DRO, and this is the Wabeco instructions. Not very good, but it's functional. There's a very good dealer in the USA to support this. The Wabeco catalog, and then the Flash Cut user guide and hardware guide. Flash Cut's a great company. They're actively in business, and they can always help you. So in terms of actual running tour, here's a little robot which I made on this mill. I haven't made too much stuff on it. It's called the Penguin. And so here's the part. This is a 4-up operation where we're cutting them out of aluminum. So I'll go ahead and start it right here. And then we will take a look over at the mill. And you can see now the mill is running through the steps. You could use this as a manual mill if you desire too. You just turn off the stepper drive box. So right now the Z-axis is plunging down. And you turn on the spindle manually, so we'll hear what that sounds like now. So the spindle's on now. And if there were an end mill in it, it would be cutting out the part. So right now it is probably moving over just to start cutting the first pieces. So it all works. It's a nice mill. It's very precise. I've been very happy with it. Kind of sad to see it go, but I have much bigger machines in my office which do the job now. So stepping back again, get a look at the whole thing. So there you have it.